Okay, practically, remember this person I was talking about yesterday, this person, this Lama, really good. The man who composed the prayer, who said, I shall never reborn as a tulku. That's, he said, until he really has so many good advice and really piercing advice to people like us, Lamas. He said, until the Lamas can take care of their 8 worldly dharmas, like praise, criticism, all of that, they are better off in the retreat, in a cave, in a mountain, practicing, and then wish that they will benefit people. So, indicating that we learn step by step. So, you should have the aspiration that one day you will have no agenda for selfish reason, but right now, of course, I'm not going to tell you can have this amount of selfish reason. Of course, I cannot tell you, but I don't have to even tell you that you will have it anyway. Understand? But what we should be aspiring for is to go beyond the selfish reason, and then I guess try hard.
So, Rinpoche, between these two, pray for all sentient beings, they attain Buddhahood, or pray for us both. So we from both.
Yes. That's up to you. The best is supposedly they become the Buddha first, and then I the last. That's supposedly the best. Something like shepherd bodhicitta attitude or something like that. And then there's also together one, like a boat, what do you call it? Boatman like kind of attitude. You all kind of go together. And then there's a king-like attitude, which is basically like you become enlightened first and then do the. You are supposed to do the shepherd-like one. That's supposed to be the best.
Thank you very much.
And this is a good question, though. It's a really good, very. This the fact that you are worried is I appreciate, because even a great master like Dingnaga, when he was really depressed by one philosopher who was challenging him, and anyway there was some incident, so he really was so depressed. If I can't really enlighten one sentient being, how can I enlighten all? So he was composing a text, very important text, for the benefit of sentient beings. He said, I'm going to give up this. I'm going to throw this chalk, and when the chalk lands on the earth, I will give up my bodhicitta vow. And that chalk never landed on the earth. And he was wondering what happened to the chalk. So there, his master Manjushri had the chalk and said, you should never do such things, because that is one of the gravest non-virtuous deeds you can do.
Also have 2 questions, one for now and one for maybe some in the future. One is, if you talk about impermanence and death, and you talked yesterday about wisdom and common sense. So let's forget about wisdom, but just the common sense mind. Actually, it's common sense that everybody dies and things are impermanent. It's actually very clear. But even if and you say, sometimes we think about it, but when we go outside, we forget it. But even when I sit and contemplate, even to the point that I get a bit uncomfortable, but somebody think whatever in there thinks it's not going to die and doesn't understand that it's getting older. Can you tell something about that?
You described very well. You are describing a scene of the war. The war waged between the, mindfulness and the habit of really, thinking it's permanent. We are going to live long. We are going to live forever. That's how we have to fight the war. War between the habit, emotion, defilements and a bit of a mindfulness. Right now mindfulness is very weak. But if you keep on doing it.
And one other question. Yesterday you said about, they say Buddha nature is empty, and they say emptiness is Buddha nature. And so I assume that you mean we need to study both.
Yes.
And then if like somebody like Yangon Control, he actually says that actually there is no difference in view between Shangton and Rantong, only because we don't understand it.
That's also what...
So, sorry, my question is, so do we need to aspire then to go study both, or if we have a teacher or a Lama who teaches Shantong mainly, can we just follow this and practice?
Yes, definitely. That's the whole purpose. Not only Jamgon Control, Jamgon Chinse Wangpo, the great, and Jamgon Chinse Choki Lodre, both clearly, it's in the collection of works that Rangtong and Shantong they complement each other.
So,
but that means that you can basically choose one.
Okay. So it's up to yourself actually.
Yes, because it's basically like approaching from either side of the coin. If you pick up that coin, you will get both sides, right?
Because sometimes if you read certain phrases from Rangtong, certain poetry, actually I get scared.
Right.
I don't know, just something. It's like you fall and keep falling or something. And if you read certain phrases that refer to Shantong, I feel actually more comforted. And is that maybe wrong too, because I'm grasping that detail?
It may be meaning that you may be some small insect who got squished under a Shantong Lama's horse. And who prayed. This is very possible. But okay, generally I would say during the establishing the view, Rangtongpa is very good, because a sense of deconstruction is necessary. During the practice, when you practice, Shantongpa is very inspiring. There's something to sort of build on. You understand? Build on. They really complement each other a lot. But by the way, Rangtongpa and Shantongpa is a bit of a Tibetan thing. Tibetan problem. It never existed in India. Never existed. And even in Tibet, it's a small issue actually. It just is. Some people make it into a big deal. There's a better way of expressing this. Nagarjuna's way of expressing things is Samottongpani, the profound emptiness. That's what he teaches. And Nagarjuna, Asanga or Maitreya's is more into the hidden meaning of this profound emptiness. That hidden meaning. See, it's like that. When you establish the emptiness, it's okay, everything is empty, nothing exists. But no matter how you say it, you cannot really deny a cognizer. Otherwise the emptiness will become like an evaporation of moisture or an exhaustion of fire. Complete negation. That's not it. Okay. let's use Nagarjuna's own chewing tapa, like he in the praises. Nagarjuna even has a praise to Dharmakaya or the Dhammadhatu. If everything is really, really, really empty, where, to whom should you be praising to? So there's an object. So this is what I was talking yesterday. There's the emptiness and there's the clarity, which cannot divorce. If the moment you see, if you divorce that, then the problem of one day you are face, one day banana. If you divorce these two are. But when you explain, because it's difficult, you have to choose one subject. Either you come from the clarity aspect or you come from the emptiness aspect. Somehow, especially for the students who are not so, informed, they have to be taught from somewhere. I would say lot of Sakyapas, majority of the Sakyapas, majority of the Nyingmapas, majority of the Girupas are Ramtongpa. Some few token Sakyapas, few, I don't know, of the Nyingmapas, but consequentially some of the Girupas, they may be a little bit of a Zhentongpa. And some Nyingmapas also. But there is a Zhentong lineage also, there is a Taranatha lineage, which is really, really rich and, really amazing. Okay, I think this is where we end today.